disagreements with lightning.
Doesn't matter, you're wrong.
John, that's the whole point. I know I'm doing it wrong. That's the whole point. Chilli. Now I'm going to get into the later months. I'm beginning to feel chilly. I figured before I started the episode, I would just tell you all of the chili puns that I had planned to tell you during the episode all at once. Number 1, man, if this chili was any hotter, they'd call it your mom. It's important to have cheese in your chili, as long as you cut it first. Beans, beans. They add to your meal. Add some more if you like how farts feel. My wife was looking in the fridge the other day and asked if we had anything to eat. I said, close the door. It's chilly in here. My friend came out of the bathroom with a frown and a winter jacket. I asked, what's the matter? And he said, it's chilly. To begin, my ingredients are ground turkey instead of ground beef because my doctor says that the root of my recurring gas issues was the amount of red meat that I ate. Ironically, my doctor told me to add more beans to my diet. You of course need your tomato products to add to the body of your sauce, make it a wonderland. You need your yellow onion, you need your garlic, and for this recipe, you need your bag of too many carrots. And of course, you need your kitchen-ready stewed tomatoes. Looking for a sponsorship. Now you'll notice that I bought bananas. They're not part of the recipe, but they were on sale. Now if I had a grocery store, I would make a very specific section of bananas, of the green bananas, and I call them bananas, because they're going to be ready tomorrow. And of course, your sour cream. Let's ask our show dietitian what they think about this. Thanks for the input. Now, of the vegetables we're using today, the only ones that you need to wash are the carrots. You know, whenever I cook, I always forget to put the carrots in first, which, when I put them in at the end, then they're harder than all the other vegetables. There's no joke there. Just events. So we're just going to chop our carrots, and we're just going to chop our onions. And then we're going to squash our garlic. Now, once you've chopped your vegetables, but before you put them in the frying pan, you want to make sure that you have a non-stick pan. For example, something like this. You're good to go. So when you're putting in your vegetables, you want to put them in nice and even. You want to hear them, you know, just like I always say, cooking's all about sound just as much as it is about taste. Because really, well, you know. So while your vegetables are frying, you want to start to prep your meat. Now, it's not super hard. Just you want to open the package with the sharpest knife that you can. Open it up, rip it open. Open your pot, which should be at a temperature, and just pop it in. You want to make sure that you cut towards yourself so you have complete control of the knife. Okay, once your meat is in the pan, you want to use what I believe to be black pepper, your salt, red pepper, chili pea. Now, for this recipe, we're going south of the border, all the way to India. Now, you want to make sure you grab your special sauce and it's cumin! You want to add your cumin right into the meat. You want to make sure that you keep checking your vegetables because you don't want anything to turn brown. So once your meat is in the pot, it's time to just spread it out. You want a very even cook. You don't want anything to stick.
Stir the meat, you gotta stir that.
You want to watch for color.
You gotta check that heat. Stir the meat, you gotta stir that meat. Stir the meat, you gotta check that meat. Wink at the meat, you gotta wink at that meat. Stare at the meat, you gotta wink at that meat. Don't you think that I don't think that you don't think that I see that you are watching me stir that meat. Stir the meat, you gotta stir that meat. Wink at the meat, you gotta wink at that meat. Check the heat, don't wanna burn that meat. Stir the meat, you gotta check that heat. Stir the meat, you gotta stir that meat. Stir the meat, you gotta check that heat. Stir the meat, you gotta stir that meat. Check the meat, you gotta check that meat. It's done, it's done, it's done. Gotta walk away, cooking with lightning.
And really, you just want to let it chill for a couple minutes, periodically checking on it. So now that both your vegetables and your meat are frying on the stove, you can probably just chill Lee for a second. I'll be right back.
Do you or someone you know suffer from depression? Is that person's depression becoming a burden? Well, I'm here to tell you that there's something you can do about it. There's something you can do to change. All it takes is 25 cents a month. 25 cents a month can add up to $3 over just 1 year. Just the right amount to buy that depressed friend of yours a coffee or a soda. Something with just enough pick-me-up to make them happy enough to leave you alone. Now, this isn't a permanent fix, we know that, but it's just enough to make your depressed friend leave you alone to become someone else's problem. We here at C4D, Coffee for Depression, believe that it's simply best to pass the problem on to someone else. We know you're busy. We know the voice is on tonight. Who can blame you? C4D, a solution for your friend's burdening issue of depression.
At this point in the journey, our chili journey, you want to add in your carrots and your onions. I am absolutely, positively burning my hand. Absolutely, positively burning my hand. That was almost as terrible as that last production meeting where I crossed one leg, but then that leg fell asleep. So then I crossed the other leg, but then that leg fell asleep, and then both legs were asleep. Kind of just a normal day.
Open the can, no, open the can now. Don't you think that you're the man now? Don't forget to drop it onto the floor. Like a dummy, what a dummy, he's a dummy, yeah. Twist and turn and open the cans now. Don't forget your crushed tomatoes now. Always remember to get the kind that's unsalted.
Beans. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Paste. This is almost as bad as John Mayer. I mean, you want to like him. Music's great, but like he's not a guy that I would like have breakfast with. At this point, your chili is pretty much good to just chill. Really, all you need is somebody with a monkey's IQ to stir it around. So now that we have somebody stirring our chili, it's time for interviews with Lightning. One more shot. What do you think about my chili? How good is it?
The best chili in Nintendo's.
It was really funny. What was that?
Cooking with lightning.
No.
Cooking with lightning. So much food. Thanks for the interview. Let's go check how our chili's doing. Cumin is such an adult seasoning. It's pretty much like the unexpected pregnancy of spices. I mean, you enjoy the process, but not for 18 years. So at this point on, cooking with lightning, where we electrify your appetite, our chili is finished. You just want to scoop it into this bowl. Now, I put it into this clear bowl, so that way you can look at the sides and really see how much it resembles vomit. So our chili is ready to serve. Unfortunately, my guests are very, very late, so I'm gonna have to just keep it warm. Meanwhile, I guess I'll pass the time with my pal John. on Cooking with Lightning, where we electrify your appetite. See you next time after I spend an exorbitant amount of time ignoring my loved ones. Chilli. 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 Chilli.